Hello friends. So today we discuss in very important question which is related to the Kafka. The question is it is related to the Kafka in Java. Uh, it is so it is a very popular question, and this question is asked me two times, and I also saw in many videos it asks mostly. So the problem statement is suppose I have one producer and consumer, and producer is producing 100 message per second, and a consumer consuming only 50 message per second. So in that case, what you do basically, so how you perform here. So the answer here is just like as I'm presenting in my screen. So these are the some steps what we can do. So first is the scale consumer instances. So we first increase the number of consumer instances to parallelize the message processing and handle is a higher load. So we increasing the instances of the consumer, so that it is concurrently handle that in the when the load is gets higher. The second is like optimize the consumer processing. So what we can do actually, so review and optimize the consumer code to make a message processing more efficient. As we mention here, like key we review and optimize consumer code. So we first review that code. Is there is code there is a might certain loopholes are in the code there is which might be causing that code latency issue. Okay, maybe due to that, so we review that code and may make it more optimized, make it more efficient, identify and eliminate the bottlenecks. So bottlenecks, what means here is actually the whatever the problems are there, okay, which is stopping our execution, which is making our execution too slow, that we first identify and eliminate that things. And then we also the third is adjust consumer configuration. So you know that we have that consumer configuration where we have a parameter like max dot poll dot records. So there we can also uh, adjust this limit. Okay, so that due to this also the optimization gets happen. Okay, so we as we mentioned here, like adjust Kafka consumer configuration parameters such as max poll record to control the number of record fetch in each poll. For this partitioning, okay, so we can do the partitioning also there. So ensure that the topics is adequately partitioned. Increasing the number of partition allows the more parallelism in the message processing. So we also need to do the adequate partition over there. Okay, we also, as we are separating in the multiple instances, so due to that also the partition gets happen, and due to that partition is allowing the parallel processing, you can say. Then also comes like concurrency. So set the max poll record and max poll interval ms properties appropriately. These properties are there which we can, with the help of that property, we can set this actually that uh, we can also do their more optimization. Okay, we can increase our performances with the help of these two parameter properties. Balancing between processing more records poll per poll and avoiding long poll intervals. So due to these properties we can avoiding that long poll intervals, and also we make it more faster actually. We also having that batch processing. So batch processing, you know, we when we are performing more than one processes parallelly, so we can say that batch processing. So modify the consumer to process the message in batch rather than one at time. This can improve efficiency. So they are saying like uh, we are modifying the consumer to process message in batch. We are just segregating in the batches, and then run instead of running one at a time, we are running that all in simultaneously. This can also improve our efficiency. Then comes there the back pressure handling, like implement a mechanism to handle the back pressure, for example. So there is, you also know that there is a multiple way for handling the like the that the pressure which comes due to that generating the producer in the high amount, the message generating the higher amount. So we have their Kafka matrices and circuit breaker pattern, which actually temporarily slow downs or halt down that production of the message, and that they are saying here. So you can see there as mentioned, like implement a mechanism to handle back pressure. For example, you can use the combination of Kafka matrices circuit breaker pattern to temporarily halt or slow down the message production if the consumer falls behind. Then comes there like monitoring and logging. So this is also one of the important thing, like implement the comprehensive monitoring and logging to identify bottlenecks, latencies, and any issues in the processing pipeline. So with the help of logs also we can rectify that, where the exact problem is there. And this is also one of the way with which we can uh, do some optimization. And we also identify that. Then optimize Kafka configuration. So we also know that we have just like Kafka configuration, and inside that Kafka configuration we have that batch size and that linger.ms, that parameter are there. So with the help of this parameter also we can do the optimization. So you can mention adjust Kafka producer configuration such as batch size and linger.ms to produce producer efficiency and reduce the load. And then rate limiting. So we also have the rate limiter. With the help of that rate limiting, we can control the rate of which messages are produced. It's also preventing the overwhelming of their application from the consumer. So as consumer need to consume the lots of more messages than its capacity. So rate limiter is also one of the